That was a joke, just to be clear, because that could come off as really insensitive if you didn't all get that. So, yeah. Stone. So yeah, I really don't feel like this is a race poem, but it's about Barack Obama and he's black, so that counts. Here we go. It's called Letter to President-elect Barack Obama, November 5th, 2008. Mr. Barack Obama, congratulations. I imagine that you have been flooded with adulation by nearly every person to whom you spoke today, but I want to add my praises regardless. Congratulations. The disbelief, pride, and bewilderment we felt last night as a collective, as a nation, were only tiny slivers of your accomplishment, the only pieces we got to share. The freedoms upon which America was founded make its identity a flower, its stem bending toward the cyclical sun of public opinion. Last night, you made the sun stand still, forced America to reflect on its own roots. You must have realized as you accepted the endorsement of this populace that the entire world was watching you. How did you learn to steady your voice while looking into the eye of humanity itself? Do you ever doubt that our trust in you is well placed? Don't ever doubt yourself, Barack. Question yourself. Embrace your humility, but believe that you are where you are because of who you are. Over the next few days, you will attend the funeral of the grandmother who helped raise you. Does that make you think of your own mortality? Of Malia and Sasha living without you? Do you pray to make your grandmother proud? How will we remember your term? We both know that struggle never ends. You will be challenged many times by issues that will cling to your consciousness like leeches. America wants you to rewrite the despondent song it is whistling as an aria. It wants you to fix everything, but you can't. The work ahead of you is daunting, and you should not be ashamed to be afraid. Your reason and your pragmatism are two of your best qualities, but do not forget that they grow from your compassion. And without that compassion, they will wither. Without your immutable commitment to fairness and justice, our commitment to you will not subsist. This, perhaps more than anything else, will define how you are remembered. America is reborn, a toddler learning again how to walk. Without both of your hands to steady us, we will fall back to the floor. Please, Barack, don't slip. I don't mean this to be demeaning or condescending. I'm sure that you know more than I do about the whims of the American electorate. I seek only to inform you of one cynic to whom you have brought a moment of relief, a pause of unexpected optimism. There are too many of us, pessimists who need to be startled from our own apathy by a figure as unyieldingly compelling as you are. We don't want to have to say, I told you so. Again, Mr. Obama, Mr. President, congratulations. Now I'm going to do some stuff that's not like that at all. I'm going to do this poem because I just never get to do it because I compete too much and don't ever perform for people who aren't, well, you judging me, but not like scoring me. This song too. Let's make my numbers work. Okay. Let's see if I can remember it. Do you remember how it was to be whole? I remember it like the thin, unaffected air of spring, personal, that traces over ribs like a dripping frost. I remember it like the blushing anticipation in the moment before that first, most immature kiss. Or like waking up alone before you realize that you fell asleep. Age is this tragic exchange, potential for opportunity, security for identity, belonging for autonomy. I imagine myself a ball on a roulette wheel and wonder why I should care about my number after I stop. Today, the twirl is dizzying, and I inhale this disorientation, but some days, gratitude that I can catch the warmth in the long desert of my skin is not enough. Nothing matters. Those days, I dream of jumping ship to backstroke, trading in this earthquake mind for a heart like cotton pajamas. The closest I can come to regression into my childhood is indulgence into my fantasy, neglecting reality's shower curtain and letting the suds of bathwater spill onto the floor until I melt into them. I can't tell where the universe ends and I start. Maybe the world is an organism and we are scampering its circulation. Maybe we touch so that when we're alone we don't forget what it feels like to be part of something more complex than we are. Maybe we're all broken, malfunctioning, missing pieces, deteriorating, sabotaged, emotional, hurt, burdened, haunted, misinformed, or just plain weird, but we are all one being. There is no distinction between the atoms around us and the atoms of us. When we change, everything changes. That configuration of the universe is lost. So handcuff it to the bedpost of your recollection, tattoo it put across the forehead of your character. If you don't, no one will. Do you remember what it was like to have something you could look forward to? The only things I remember are the sound of expectation crumbling like a handful of bone fragments and the smell of contamination from the water in the tub before the humidity forced the fiberglass to crack. Which parts of our potato head personalities did we exchange to be ourselves? Didn't you want to be an astronaut? What happened? Why did you stop going to your ballet lessons? You were the best in the class. When did we trade our potential for opportunity? Why did we give up our aspirations for addictions? What uninspired vessels are these adult bodies that we have been commissioned to pilot? Every day, I have a staring contest with a different person through the window above the sink. More creases in the furrow of his brow, shoulders held higher, muscles a little tighter. He recognizes me only as the manifest of the rolling tidal wave of his fate, preparing him to return home. We are all standing between two bookends of non-existence, and every day they draw closer together. And the claustrophobic reality is, there's nothing we can do to stop it.